film none of it, but the underneath and top of this bed is painted, primed and painted. That's what painted junk looks like. Looks pretty good, actually. The only real junk part about this is there isn't any center portion of the bed. The rest of it's pretty good. Of course, in the braces right there, that's not great. But it'll certainly do for what I'm doing with it, my plan. Got a new gas tank that came in here recently. New hardware and rubber gasket for the sending unit. Also got a new sending unit. There's the old junky one. Does not work. I'm going to put a multimeter on here for some ohms just to see when I move this float that it changes, doesn't do a thing. So we moved on to getting a new one. I think it was like $38. Worth the not having to hassle with it and actually have a fuel gauge that works. So also, for only 26 bucks, decent tank straps. Because the other ones are, well, you don't need to see them, they're all rusted to heck. Only one of them would have fairly worked, and I was going to have to weld on the other one. But for 26 bucks, get some nice new ones, perfect. So now we're going to set it in here, and I also have fuel line. I'm going to do that because this, I can show you here, this line here is the steel line, but I don't know if I want to mess with it being cruddy inside, changing fuel filters and everything, but I am going to leave the steel line if somebody wants to put it back correctly. It's right there. And I'll probably change this piece of hose too that goes into the steel line, or at least take it off, plug it somehow, and then just use the regular new line I got all the way up to the front. So be back when it's done.
Hit air compressor.
That's better. The little metal knob thing sticking out, just flip it up. Got this back of the cab painted. Could be better. Thankfully you don't really see any of that. So I think it looks alright. Had a couple runs, the paint was a little too thinned out. I won't do that again, but still turned out pretty decent considering it was a little thin. And got 3 good coats on here. That'll dry. Then we'll lay this bed down without a center, and it will then be painted white as well. And then I got to put shocks on here, right there, right to there, and then we can put that bed back on here. Okay, back here with the bed of the truck. Got it taped off and primed. Just got done doing it. Didn't spend a lot of time on it because it's, you know, got problems. But it will be okay for what we're doing. It's not perfect, as you can see. just not going to put the time and effort into this bed as it is, but I'm going to make it look nice and presentable.